Everything, Everywhere, All at Once is a movie from 2022. Went on to win the Academy Award for Best Picture at the Oscars, Best Lead Actress, Best Supporting Actor, Best Supporting Actress, Directing. It went on to win a bunch of songs. And it was my favorite movie of 2022. I've talked about this movie about 100,000 times on this channel at this point. I absolutely love this movie. This was a movie I picked up for Black Friday. I know. The last time I talked about Black Friday movie was like in December. It is now February. It's taken that long for me to watch an actual Black Friday movie. So it's been a process, but we are here. So yeah, I'm here to talk about the 4K that that bought during Black Friday. So I'm here to talk about that. This is a phenomenal 4K. There are so many fantastic bonus features. So many little things that most 4Ks do not have. They have locations they talked about. They talked about, the visual effects. They talk about, there's outtakes, there's trailer, there's music video, there's a section on the raccoon and how they made a robotic raccoon for the movie. And there's a section where they talk about the actors. I mean, there's so much wonderful stuff. Excuse me. In this 4K, and it was absolutely wonderful to see all these behind the scenes and stuff like that. The outtakes were phenomenal. Just so much stuff. I loved seeing how much of a family this movie seemed to have become. There was little warm-ups they did every day, and it seemed like every day someone else got to lead the warm-ups and do something crazy. Jamie Lee Curtis's in particular looked absolutely fascinating and so much fun to be a part of. Absolutely wonderful stuff for as far as behind the scenes goes. There's also a commentary with this, and that right there makes a 4K an A. This is A++++ Blu-ray. This is probably one of the best 4Ks that I own, honestly. Not only because of the behind the scenes, but because the bonus features, I should say, but because there is a commentary, and because this movie just looks so great on 4K. I just love this movie so much. I love the family element of it. This stuff, this multiverse stuff is so cool. I love the crazy awesome storiness. I love how crazy this movie gets. I love everything about it. The commentary with the Daniels is absolutely delightful. Hearing them talk about their movie is great. Even if you've seen this movie 100 times, and you don't feel like watching it again, just turn on the commentary and cook or something and just listen to them talk about this movie because it's absolutely wonderful. These are two people I would absolutely love to have a conversation with because they just seem so delightful. Just their craziness, the things they're willing to try is just so wonderful, and I absolutely loved hearing everything they had to say about this movie. It just absolutely wonderful. I hope they do another commentary on this someday. From the sounds of it, at the beginning they talk about how they've been promoting the movie, so it's a little early on. I would love to hear them post-Oscars talk about this movie and do a commentary with it even, and I would love the full cast to be a part of a commentary with this, because it just from watching the behind the scenes, it seemed like just such a fun family, and it's just a joy to hear everything that was going on behind the scenes with this movie, and just how much fun they were having, how crazy they were going, just the things they were trying out. I loved hearing that like pretty much everything in this movie is practical effects. There's obviously some like wires that had to be digitally removed and such like that, but it's practical stuff going on in here, and it's just great to see. I'm getting into the movie again. I've talked about the movie 100,000 times, but it is one of those movies where there's a little bit of everything in this movie. There's science fiction, there's comedy, there's like a couple scenes with horror elements to it. There is family moments, there's heart, there's action, there's kung fu, there's everything you can think of is in this movie. It's literally everything everywhere all at once is in this movie. And it's just so great. And it is a beautiful story at the end of the day between a mother and a daughter, really. Um, and also a beautiful message of just stop worrying about the stupid little things and focus on what really matters. Um, it truly is just such a beautiful movie. Such wonderful characters. Um, as much as I love Jamie Lee Curtis, and I think she did deserve her Oscar, Stephanie Hsu should have gotten that thing. She is incredible in this movie. Just so wonderful. Kiki Kwan absolutely deserved his Oscar. The moments where he's like smart, crazy multiverse fighter guy, and then all of a sudden, what are we doing here? Is just so perfect. Just wonderful. And again, Michelle Yeoh does such a great job. Just some of the faces she gives in some of these shots are absolutely incredible. And it is just a wild ride. This is such a wild movie, and I absolutely love how big of there's hot dog fingers. It's so great. I love how crazy this movie is, and I absolutely love this movie. If you haven't seen this movie, you gotta watch this movie. It might not necessarily be for you, but you gotta watch it for how crazy it is, and just how, even with how crazy it is still this beautiful story, and it's so wonderful. Um, I just, yeah, I think I've watched this movie like 10, 15 times now, since it came out in 2022. I want to say it came out like in March of 2022, and I've watched it so many times. So, I absolutely love this movie. I have pretty much nothing bad to say about it. I believe when I first saw it, I said it's a little long. I'm still in that mindset that it is a little long. The last 30, 40 minutes maybe could have been chopped down a little bit. I think this would have been better at like a 210. I think it's like almost 220 or something like that. I forget. But it's just a little bit long. I think if we took out 10 minutes, it would have been a little better. But it's so fast-paced and so beautifully done and just so much fun, while also giving you moments of just heartfelt, beautiful moments that make you want to cry. But it's so good. Just finished listening to that commentary. It's such a great commentary. And they're talking throughout the entire thing. I mean, like I said, you almost don't even need to watch the movie when listening to the commentary, because you need to watch it in the sense that they're like, so for this scene, and you have to see what scene they're on. But other than that, I mean, they're just talking, and they are talking about behind the scenes. They're talking about how it was shot. They're talking about who these people are, because they talk about how, like, a lot of their stuntmen have small parts in this movie. There's cameos from the directors you might not have known. I did know both. When I saw the movie, I did know it was them. But yeah, there's stuff like that. There's just so many great bits and moments. And just commentaries are fantastic because you just learn so much, and I absolutely love that about it. So yeah, guys, I think I've rated this movie enough times that everyone knows it's like a 9 out of 10 for me. Again, the ending is the only thing that really gets me. This is a near perfect movie. It's so beautiful. It's so wonderful. It's so crazy, and I absolutely love it. So 4K for this is like a 15 out of 10. It is such a good 4K. It looks great. All these bonus features are so great. The commentary is so good. So if you haven't picked up Everything Everywhere All at Once on 4K, you should absolutely do so, because it is a phenomenal 4K. So yeah, guys, that is it for Everything Everywhere All at Once, the 4K. My next 4K review will either be The Flash or Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, and it's probably going to be like 3 months from now. We'll see what happens. Yeah, guys, so I hope you have a great night. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, and we will see you next time.